May 22nd and 23rd, Altamaha Regional Park near Brunswick held a 27-hour-long flathead catfish tournament. 2 divisions were open to fishermen, a set line division for fishermen using limb lines and trot lines, and a division for rod and reel fishermen. Georgia Outdoor News decided that as long as we were going to cover the event, we might as well fish too, so we brought along a boat big enough for 2 teams. Luckily, the river was just big enough for the boat. The GON team consisted of myself, Lindsey Thomas, and GON publisher Steve Birch. For expert advice on the boat, we chose Danny Ammons and Kevin Yeomans of Jessup to fish as a second team.
Get on them. If you get on where the fish are at, they'll bite. Even if you're sitting there and you're not getting no bites, you need to move.
Yeah.
So even middle of the day?
In the middle of the day, you can catch one, but you need to be on top of it more or less.
You got to pinpoint them better. And the evening time, they places now we can't even get to. They'll start coming out there, and you got a lot more fish moving out in the water where you can reach them.
Scatter now?
Yeah. Just
So you just got to keep moving during the day?
Yeah.
Let's go up right here.
You got to move.
This is the lower Altamaha River. The area of the river that's open for the tournament is from Highway 84 near Jessup all the way down to Highway 17 at Two-Way Marina near Darien. We put in here at Altamaha Park near Everett, and we've gone upriver as far as just above Williamsburg Landing in here on San Sevilla W. May, and we've come back down, stopped twice in the mouth of Smith Lake, and now we're somewhere back down below Smith Lake. We were using 3-way live bait rigs, including 6/0 Mustad circle hooks and 2-ounce bank sinkers. We also used 5/0 Gamakatsu shiner hooks. For bait, we brought live brim, including one of the best baits for big flatheads, live redbreasts that Danny and Kevin had caught.
The reason why I hook them from the bottom lip to the top is to keep the fish so he can swim in the current. If you hook him back here, he's tendency to drown quicker. So I hook him in the lips like this, just like so.
Steve and I were using Daiwa Sea Line reels, spooled with Berkeley Big Game 50-pound test line. Our rods were South Bend Catfish Specials.
Ain't nothing to him though.
That's all right. That might win the tournament. You never know about these things.
Nothing to him.
Better than nothing, Danny.
You got. He's a little feller, but
Put him in the cooler.
he's a little fella. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good eater now.
That's a good eater.
Well, we ain't skunked.
Kevin, how deep is this hole we're sitting above right now?
It's probably about 16 foot, 17.
And it's, what's the average through here, and what's it dropping down from?
It probably a little deeper on up above us, and then it shallows up to probably 5 or 6 foot to the sandbar.
And during the daytime, this is what you look for.
A
Just
deeper
hole.
A deeper hole.
Was brush in it if you get it? Or?
Yes.
We started right up here, that first snag, and with a good bank like this, you just work your way down it?
Work your way all the way down it. Just move 20 or 30 feet and fish again.
Yeah, it's like
I don't like it right there.
I'm not going to strike in that, though.
Yeah. You get behind something.
Don't break that rod when you set the hook on the roof.
Small.
Yeah.
Real small.
They've been catching
Wish I had a
most.
straight hook on there now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that circle hook.
Yeah, I guess.
If you snatch, you won't get him.
Can't set the hook on that.
Uh-uh.
They'll let him swallow.
That's the reason I went away from it. I missed too many fish. That's good for
I'm gonna try
snags.
some.
For snags. Got him?
They just sitting there digesting it.
Yeah.
He ain't very big.
He ain't very big.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's a little one.
net.
Where's that net?
Oh yeah.
That's a little old bitty thing. All right, we're gonna surround you, old buddy.
On the boat, Danny told us about the night in 1997 when he caught the former state record Altamaha flathead, which weighed 58 pounds, 7 ounces.
Got an hour there. Probably 3 of them probably weighed probably 90 pounds, probably the 3 of them. But one of them was 58.7, and I had a 25 pounder, and then I had a small one.
And what time of the day was that?
It was about an hour before dark. About an hour before dark.
And you fishing with redbreast?
Fishing with a brim, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
little
like
brim.
we do.
Yeah.
And these are brim that if you didn't fish for catfish, you take them home and eat them.
Right.
I mean,
right.
we ain't talking about little ones.
No, we're talking about big,
hand size or better.
at least.
Let me get it on you. Good, great. Somebody's gonna eat. Who's eating all them?
45 is up.
I've had same size fish fight, and you'd think he was 50 pounds.
Yeah.
I've had 12, 15 pounders that would fight like a 30 pounder. But then again, the same thing I've done, I've hooked 10, 15 pounders that would do the same thing.
That 25 pounder this year caught the power line.
Though our day started off successfully, the action quickly slowed down. Even the limb-line fishermen that we talked to were having a tough time catching fish. One limb-line fisherman we talked to was having a particularly bad night.
No, there's some black handle. Wait a minute, they're looking right here. I got him. Do what? Wait, what's your name? Dusty. Dusty. I was trying to say Bucky, and I knew that wasn't right.
It's done past the bar, man.
Yes, first power.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
All right, everybody with a medical license say aye. This is what 2 o'clock looks like on the Altamaha River. It turns out we run out of fishermen before we run out of bait. We haven't had a bite that we know of on the clock in 14 hours. And we decided that we wouldn't go for 15. We don't know what the record is, but we think we're close. So we're going to start over in the morning.
The weigh-in began at noon on Sunday, and word was that it had been a disappointing night for everyone. A rapidly dropping river level had slowed the bite, but of course a few big cats still turned up. Ed and Chris Nichols of Mount Pleasant came in second in the setline division with a total weight of 84 pounds, including this 30-pounder. Big fish in the setline division was this 31-pounder caught by Sammy Cooper and Keith Dills of Brunswick. The most weight in the setline division was brought in by Johnny Gordon and Walter Carter of Ludowici, who had 9 fish weighing 91 pounds.
Everybody knows these gentlemen entered rod and reel, but they stuck some set lines out just to see what would happen. That doesn't qualify, but it is a pretty fish. 45 pounds.
And, believe it or not, with 2 fish totaling 10 pounds, Danny and Kevin took first place and $400 in the rod and reel division. Only one other rod and reel team weighed in a fish. With a big 0, Steve and I tied for third with everyone else. Danny and Kevin had started the day confident that we would get at least a 20-pounder in the boat, possibly a 30-pounder. That's more typical of flathead fishing on the Altamaha when the level is stable and the river is low. If you'd like to find out how you can go fishing for Altamaha flatheads, see the June issue of Georgia Outdoor News.